Hello, everyone. My name is Arav Buddhadev, and I'm the president of Fooditude. And I want to start by thanking all of you for joining us today for this Fooditude presentation. Before we begin, I'd like to share a little bit about our initiative. Fooditude is a project of Holistic Health Alliance, specifically under the Youth Brigade initiative. With the rise of diseases like obesity and diabetes in our country, it is crucial that we promote awareness of how we as a community can combat these challenges. This initiative was created by a group of dedicated individuals with the sole purpose of emphasizing the importance of diet and lifestyle, emphasizing the importance of your diet and lifestyle. We share this information through our social media, our monthly presentations, and our blog on our website. If you find this topic particularly interesting, we encourage you to get in touch with us to join our team. We are always on the lookout for more volunteers to support our cause. As a disclaimer, please note that the information we present is based on our research, and we are not professionals in these fields. Now I'd like to introduce our speaker for today, who is Gyaana.
Hello everyone, I'm Gyaana Khanna and today I'll be presenting on the importance of the farm to table movement and promoting the benefits of eating fresh and local. Did you know that the average meal in the US travels over 1500 miles to get to your plate? Probably not, which is why it is important to know that the journey our food travels and why it would be advantageous to get our food directly from farm to your table, trying to minimize the number of steps your food travels. From early on, mainly the 1900s, eating local food was the basic norm. However, due to industrialization in the mid 20th century, the length of the food supply chain increased. Therefore, the farm to table movement emerged to respond to the industrialized food systems from the 1970s onwards. In the movement, the food travels directly from the local farms to the markets, which minimizes the distance it travels compared to the industrialized supply chains. This movement emphasizes on the direct sourcing and distribution of food from the local farms to the consumers. One of the key resources for shortening the food supply chain is to increase efficiency. When food travels shorter distances, it gets to the consumer faster, reducing spoilage and ensuring that it remains fresh. This is particularly important for perishable items like fruits and vegetables. A shorter supply chain minimizes the time from farm to table, helping to maintain the quality of the produce. By reducing the number of middlemen involved in the process, there is more direct oversight of food quality and safety. With fewer steps between the producer and the consumer, farmers can ensure that their products meet higher standards without relying on external parties for handling or distribution. This leads to safer and higher quality food reaching consumers, with lesser risks of contamination or degradation. There are multiple advantages to support local farmers. When consumers buy directly from local farmers, it ensures that the money remains within the community, which helps to boost the local economy by keeping financial resources circulating within the area, rather than flowing out to large corporations or distinct markets. Local businesses thrive, creating a stronger economic foundation for the community. Farmers benefit from having greater control over their production and sales. Without middlemen taking a large share of the profits, farmers can set fairer prices for their goods and have control over their products. Supporting the local farms creates more job opportunities and helps in stimulating the rural economies. One of the most significant advantages of a shorter supply chain is the reduction in transportation distances. When food travels shorter distances, it requires less fuel for transport, which directly reduces fossil fuel consumption. This in turn cuts down on the greenhouse gas emissions, helping to mitigate the effects of climate change. By supporting local food systems, we are contributing to a decrease in the carbon footprint associated with long distance shipping. Many local farms are more likely to employ environmentally friendly and sustainable agricultural practices. These may include organic farming, crop rotation, and reduced use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. By sourcing food from local farms, we are indirectly supporting efforts to preserve soil health, maintain biodiversity, and reduce environmental degradation, all of which are crucial for long term ecological balance. When you consume seasonal foods, The food are not only fresher but more nutrient dense. Following this pattern, you are trying out a more variety of flavors and foods throughout the year, and it encourages reconnection with the natural cycles of food production. To know more about the seasonal produce of your particular regions, you can refer to the produce guides which are available on the internet or subscribe to multiple local programs which deliver seasonal produce to your doorstep, like the CSAs. There are multiple health benefits such as fresh produce has higher nutritional value than the food has not traveled long distances or has been stored for long extended periods of time. There is less exposure to pesticides as local farmers use organic methods of farming, unlike the large scale industrialized methods. There is a lower risk of foodborne illnesses due to the shorter supply chain, leading to fewer chances for contamination. And there is a sense of enhanced mental well-being which is established by visiting the local farmers markets and interacting with the local people, which also establishes a sense of community. Some examples to prove the health benefits of this movement are that spinach can lose up to 90% of its vitamin C content within 24 hours of harvest if it is not consumed or preserved quickly. Many small scale farmers use natural pest control methods, which are safer for consumers. Unlike the industrialized farming methods, which use harmful pesticides and chemicals to speed up the growth of their produce in order to supply more in the markets. Fresh produce from local sources is less likely to be exposed to the pathogens often found in large scale centralized food processing. Studies have shown that interacting with local fruit producers can enhance social connections and overall happiness. When consumers spend money on locally produced goods, that money stays within the community and circulates among other local businesses. This creates a ripple effect, as local farmers and suppliers often reinvest their earnings into nearby services and shops, which benefits the overall economy. Essentially, buying local strengthens the financial well being of the entire region, creating a more interconnected local economy. Local food systems play a vital role in fostering strong community bonds and resilience. By engaging with local farmers and fruit producers, consumers build meaningful connections with the people behind their food. Additionally, having a local sustainable food system reduces the dependence on external suppliers, making communities more resilient in times of crisis or supply chain disruptions. While there are challenges to this movement, such as accessibility and affordability of the farm to table produce, as well as scaling the movement, as it might be difficult to meet the needs of the larger population. There are programs such as the Community Supported Agriculture, which provides access to fresh local produce by allowing the consumers to subscribe to seasonal produce being delivered to them directly from the farms. Additionally, there are multiple government policies in place, such as subsidies and grants, which promote the local food systems. There are always pros and cons to a particular situation. For this movement, the pros outweigh the cons. There are multiple pros to buying local produce, such as reduced transportation distances, air and noise pollution, lowers fossil fuel use, helping to slow down global warming. It supports local economies and protects natural habitats. It promotes better nutrition and fresher, more nutritious food. It creates jobs in the local region. By buying locally grown produce, you can help in avoiding the exploitation of the workers that live in the more poorer countries of our planet. And you may be more aware of your nutrition and diet. However, there is a limited variety and shorter shelf life of products, these products can be more expensive and unaffordable for some. It is also time consuming to buy local producers. It may hurt the conventional industries, exports, and the government finances. And the biggest problem is that the term local is sometimes misused by companies. Every meal is a vote for the kind of world we want to live in. Choose wisely. Thank you.
All right, anyone have any questions? All right, thank you for presenting then.